Well, welcome back, Tri-5 enthusiasts, to another exciting episode of Classic Chevy Revival. I'm your host, Kevin, and today we're going to take a look into the fascinating history of the Chevrolet 150. From its humble beginnings as an economy fleet model to its evolution over the years. There's so much to uncover about this iconic Chevrolet, so buckle up and let's take a nostalgic ride back to the golden era of automotive excellence. The Chevrolet 150 served as a economy fleet model of the Chevrolet cars from 1953 to 1957. Its name derived from the shortening the production series number 1500 by one digit, aligning with the numerical auto-naming trend of the 1950s. The 150 designation was occasionally used in company literature and replaced the Styline Special model from previous years. And it was discontinued after the 1957 model year. It was succeeded by the Del Rey. Primarily conceived as a fleet model, the 150 received minimal marketing for average consumers. It found popularity among police, state governments, small businesses, economy-focused buyers, and hot rodders. Despite being sold in fewer numbers than the 210 or the Chevrolet Bel Air each year, the 150 adhered to Chevrolet's vision of no-frills basic transportation, offering limited options, plain trim, solid colors, heavy-duty upholstery, and rubberized flooring. In contrast to the mid-level 210 and premium Bel Air models, the 150 was characterized by its simplicity. The body style choices for the 150 included sedans, handyman wagons, and, until 1955, the Club Coupe. Fleet-oriented body styles were also introduced, such as the sedan delivery and business sedan. Powertrain options were initially limited to manual transmissions and low-output engines until 1954. The first generation, from 1953 to 54, shared similarities between the 150 and 210. The 1955 model year marked the introduction of new chassis, streamlined bodywork, and Chevrolet's small block V8. The 150 offered a range of powertrain options, and unlike the 210 and Bel Air, it lacked stainless steel trim. The 1955 Chevrolet model lineup included the entry-level 150 series, the 210 series, and the Bel Air series. Each rested on a 115-inch wheelbase and had an overall length of 195.6 inches. The station wagons were slightly longer at 197.1 inches. The standard engine was the 235 cubic inch Blue Flame 6-cylinder with overhead valves, solid valve lifters, hydraulic valve lifters with the Power Glide transmission, however, and a Rochester one-barrel carburetor, 4 main bearings, and delivered 123 horsepower at 3,800 RPM. Chevrolet had been winning the sales race for decades, partly due to its rugged, reliable 6-cylinder engine and its conservative styling. Chief Engineer Ed Cole came up with a low-slung V8 car powered and styled to put competitors in the rearview mirror. All this earned the 1955 Chevrolets a Time magazine cover, which was high honors in that era. 1955 was the first year of the newly designed V8 engine, which had a bore of 3.75 inches and a 3-inch stroke for 265 cubic inches. It had overhead valves, 5 main bearings, a Rochester 2-barrel carb, and delivered 162 horsepower at 4,400 RPM. The 55 Chevrolet was the first successful model with an optional V8 motor. The new small block was designed to be smaller, lighter, and more powerful than the previous V8s. This engine could be optioned on all 3 models, and the 8-cylinder engine could be fitted with a power pack option that added a single 4-barrel carburetor and dual exhaust. With this installed, output rose to 180 horsepower at 4,600 RPM. The 150 was the lowest priced Chevy model with pricing that began at $1,600 for the two-door, three-passenger sedan. This was also the least popular 150 body style, also known as a utility sedan, and its style number was 55-1263F as in Frank, with 11,196 examples built. The addition of the optional 8-cylinder engine boosted the base price for all models by approximately $100. And the most popular body style was the two-door, six-passenger sedan that was priced at $1,685, and a total of 66,416 units were built. A total of 29,898 examples of the four-door sedan, which ran $1,730 that year, were built, followed by 17,936 of the two-door, six-passenger station wagon, which was priced at $2,030. The 125,000 examples of the 150 series built in 1955, they accounted for approximately 7.4% of the company's automobile U.S. production. The minimalistic 150 came standard with the Blue Flame engine, rubber floor mats, a one-piece wraparound windshield, a lockable glove box, dome light, cloth and vinyl upholstery, rubber floor mats with small hubcaps and a single interior sun visor, and also a two-spoke steering wheel with a horn ring. Station wagons had all vinyl upholstery, and the lack of bright work and trim helped further segregate the 150 from its higher-priced siblings, with chrome plating applied to the bumpers, door handles, lamp rings, hood ornament, wheel hub center caps, and grille. A 3-speed manual gearbox with column-mounted gear shift was standard, and overdrive was $108 extra, and a Power Glide 2-speed automatic was $178 extra. The addition of power brakes added $38 to the base price, and power steering was also available for $92. Although rarely fitted, Chevrolet offered many options including air conditioning, push-button radio, signal-seeking radio, outside sun visor, self-de-icing wiper blades, Continental tire kit, and a locking gas cap. The 1956 Chevrolet vehicles rested on a 115-inch wheelbase, with station wagons having an overall length of 200.8 inches and other body styles at 197.5 inches. The 9-passenger station wagons rested on 6.70 by 15 6-ply tires, while all other models used 6.70 by 15 4-ply tires. The 7.10 by 15 4-ply tires were optional equipment that year, and the standard engine was the 235 cubic inch inline 6 with overhead valves, an 8.0 to 1 compression ratio, 4 main bearings, hydraulic valve lifters, a Carter one-barrel carburetor, the Rochester one-barrel unit if you had the Power Glide option, and delivered 140 horsepower at 4,200 RPM. The optional overhead valve 265 cubic inch V8 engine had 5 main bearings, an 8 to 1 compression ratio, a Rochester 2-barrel carburetor, or a Carter 2-barrel or Rochester 2-barrel for the Power Glide option, and produced 162 horsepower at 4,400 RPM. A 3-speed manual transmission with column-mounted control was standard, and overdrive was available for an additional $108. The Power Glide 2-speed automatic was $189 extra, and with the Power Glide installed, horsepower rose to 170 horsepower on the V8. Chevrolet also offered a 4-barrel Super Turbo Fire version of the V8, which had a 9.25 to 1 compression and produced 205 horsepower. Also, a dual 4-barrel version boosted output to 225 horsepower. The 1956 150 received minor styling revisions that included new bumpers and guards, a full-width grille, new side trims, and squarer headlamp hoods. Engine choices continued to remain basically the same except for higher horsepower ratings. With a base price of $1,734, the 150 had a 3,117-pound curb weight, and the two-door utility sedan was the lightest and least expensive model that Chevy offered in 1956. The exterior trim featured a single chrome side spear and small hubcaps, and that was the only embellishments for the vehicle. Inside the 150 was a single sun visor, rubber floor mats, no radio, no clock, or heater. In the rear, the windows were fixed, and the utility sedan featured a 31 cubic foot cargo area, which was lined by durable composition board load space walls, placed directly behind the single split bench seat. The inside of the 150 was only featured in one color choice, a beige and gold striped vinyl with golden flecked black pattern cloth as the sole trim combination. The 265 cubic inch V8 engine was available in 3 different versions regardless of transmission type. The new 56 had a new unified build. The restyling of the 1956 Chevrolet automobiles had cost the company $48 million, with $1 million spent on the front fenders and grille alone. The investment paid off, however, as Chevrolet broke new sales records and the 1,621,004 units sold made Chevrolet the #1 automaker in America. In 1957, high-performance version known as the Black Widow became available, featuring special specifications like 4-wheel heavy-duty brakes, 6 lug wheels, and dual shock absorbers. In 1957, the 283-inch small block V8 was introduced. Very similar to the side trim in the 55's Bel Air trim, the 150 was looking much fancier. A total of 56,266 Chevy 150 four-door sports sedans in 1957 were sold, along with a total of 75,000 two-door versions. The Blue Flame for 1957 was essentially unchanged from the 1956 version, except that the engine codes changed from an X, XC, or Y. They were changed to A, AD, or B. Furthermore, 6-cylinder equipped models were considered their own sub-series, at least on paper, bearing in mind that model and body style numbers were the same as V6 equipped units. But an easy way to decipher the difference is by checking the beginning of the serial number on the left front door pillar. The first symbol for a straight 6 150 model should be an A, whereas 210 models should be a B. A V8 engine would place a V in front of the aforementioned symbols. By the end years of its production, the 150 becoming more stylish as more standard equipment began becoming included in all Chevrolets, including Bel Air's stainless steel side trim and an improved interior. Sedans, wagons, and the Club Coupe were the body style choices of the Chevy 150. The body styles that were designed specifically for fleet-oriented operations. The 150 was available in a sedan delivery 2-door wagon without rear windows and the rear seat removed, and the business sedan, which was a 2-door sedan with immobile rear windows, and that also had the back seat removed. And today, 210 and Bel Air models are much more valuable models on the automobile collector's market in comparison to the 150s. Premium prices can be received, though, for the rare surviving sedan delivery or utility sedan. Also, hot rod enthusiasts are still seeking V8 150s, mainly because of their lower curb weight and their lower prices. And there you have it, folks. The incredible journey of the Chevrolet 150, a true gem from the golden age of classic cars. I hope you enjoyed this look into the history and the impact it had on the automotive landscape. And as always, thank you for joining us on Classic Chevy Revival. If you have any thoughts or memories or questions about the 150, or any classic Chevy for that matter, feel free to share them in the comments below. And if you would, please check out our website, ClassicChevyRevival.com, for more classic Chevy information. And please like and subscribe to our channel. So until next time, remember to keep driving and reviving. This is Kevin. Until next time.